that is in itself a unique defier for us, is that we are specifically building our virtual office platform with the remote and hybrid organizations in mind, not just the organization, but also the employee. So that's one of the things. So knowledge management, being able to have an organized knowledge base, knowledge management system. Now, the other part is communication and collaboration, right? Since we are encouraging organizations to use Grapevine and then have one central location for communication and different types of communications. For example, we have an executive news feed in our intranet. And what that really means is that anybody who has the right permissions, so CEO, C-suite, head of an organization or head of a department, HR, product, whoever it is that makes sense in your organization to have access to the executive newsfeed, they can post updates in that newsfeed, and only they can post them, but everybody else can like, communicate, share, and message the person who posted it. But the reason that we're doing it that way is because we want to cut through the noise. We want to make sure that the most important updates are coming directly into that executive newsfeed, and that everybody gets notified whenever they're posted. People can comment, so on and so forth. But you're breaking through that noise, where in the previous organization that I worked at, we use a Slack channel. And the problem was anybody could post in that Slack channel, and it would just become so cluttered. And due to all the notifications in Slack, and this is no disrespect to Slack, this is just my experience, due to all those notifications, I would overlook it. A lot of people would overlook it. The people who were trying to send out the updates had to over communicate, which is never a bad thing, but they had to take time out of their day and post it again, or send people back to that message so they could interact with it, right? And so that's what we're also doing here, is the communication piece is specifically having different areas for others to communicate. Now, we also have a chat function, as I mentioned, where anybody can contact anybody. We have a community functionality, which is like your internal social network. So that becomes the entire company news feed. The way that you communicate either your personal or professional life, you share achievements. It's a way to build culture remotely without bombarding everybody, right?